All right, greetings. Yeah, the time is always right to do what is right. Dr. Martin Luther King said a long time ago. So we begin our program. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morgan State University. Also, welcome to the Research and Scholarship webinar series. This series is organized by the School of Education and Urban Studies in collaboration with the Division of International Affairs and the STAR Scholars. Again, welcome. In a few minutes, you will hear from our panelists and the guest about their recent research publication and experiences around the theme of understanding access, space, and success of students during the COVID-19. So then we move to the panel discussion. Before we go into discussion, each invited expert scholar will take a couple of minutes to introduce their recent publication. Thank you, Leslie. Appreciate it. This is also one of the open book chapters, so you can download instantly anytime. Next, I'd like to invite Leping from University of Toronto.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Krishnan, for organizing this. My name is Leping. I'm a PhD candidate in higher education at the University of Toronto. So I'm happy to share a bit about our research I did with my colleague, Yu Zhang and Michael O'Shea, also from University of Toronto. We, from our research, we look at how the COVID-19 pandemic might impact the international higher education, or specifically the international student mobility. Just before this research, we did a research looking at how what factors influencing students choosing a destination country at the doctoral level. So we find that the immigration policy, the funding, and the research match might be the important factors. Then continuing, we are after the COVID-19, and we are looking more broadly at the Canadian and United States and universities, and how this and the national policy, the strategies or the institutions might affect and reshape the international flow of international students. So we look at some published data and also other data from reports and news. Our research finds that the COVID-19 might have changed the landscape of international higher education, especially concerning in North America, in Canada, and the United States. Our focus are mainly based on the reports from 2020, the early year of the COVID-19. So we found that on the national level, there are the immigration policy or the restriction of travel have influenced the students enrolling into the institutions. Like in Canada, the policy that students can take 100% class, 100% of their classes studying at the home country while the border is closed. But in the United States, it requires students to come to the institution to take at least one course. So that might influence students when at that time when they choosing institution to study with. And also we look at some policies at the institutional level, how they support students with both online and in-person studies. We find that most students, they have some funding or strategies helping domestic students, while international students are mostly excluded from this funding or having strategies. And on the individual level, students, when they are choosing or thinking about studying abroad in North American countries, especially some from East Asia or Asian countries, facing kind of taking their whole program online and spending the same tuition as the in-person mode, they are thinking about transferring or shifting to some other regions like in China or some close regions that has better situation or control of the pandemic situation. So that's mostly our finding from this book chapter. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And this book and the entire the chapter, is also open access. I was so fortunate to work with my colleagues to make this book open access, so you can download from the Star Scholars website anytime. Thank you so much.